Right, welcome back. Just picking off where I left off yesterday with the backtesting session. We're using the 30-minute as a direction guide and the 5-minute as the entry chart, which is new to me. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, I should say it's not new to me, but the system that I trade currently is optimized for the 4-hour as direction and 30 as entry. But I figured it would be fun to see how things will go. And so in last session, so this is last video if you want to check it out, in 10 days I did 2.1 R plus 3, that's 5.1, plus 2.7, and then minus 1, so that's almost 8 R, well no, almost 7 R in 11 days. So that's not bad. That's like, you know, if that R is 1%, that's 7% in 2 weeks, roughly, a little less than 2 weeks. So for now, I'm going to turn this off. And then let's have a look. This was the trade that we're trading within. Made a lower high compared to this. And now we're just rebalancing this swing. And we currently, let's see. We filled this level. There's still one level below. What we now should know is that's our LGCR. That's the second level. Let's remove this. Oh, well, that's our second level. And this is the line in the sand. If we close through here, I'm expecting more upside. But for now, I'm going to keep shorting. Ideally in this area. And here will be beautiful. So let's have a look. 5 minutes. Oh, wait 1 second. Is there anything else that we closed through here? That was immediately tested. This was tested later on. Let's just mark it. Okay, so that's that level. That's also good to know. So we hop to the 5, and then we just look for any big spike to the upside. And we keep the 30 in mind. That's why we're getting a spike. So let's see. Doesn't sweep anything. Just going to extend this here. Okay. Will be beautiful if we can get a sweep of one of these, filling this, touching this level. think that's sweeping that. Let's see, high 420.1. This high is 430. So that's definitely higher, and it's sweeping. Now let's see what price will do. Form a swing. Yes. LGC to the downside, close to the swing. Yes, I want continuation. Not getting it. Going for another swing, sweep, I mean. Okay, we want to go. That's a beautiful sweep. Swing formed. Continuation. Come on. Let's have a look at the 30. Extend this. Now it's just about patience. That's nice. Spike up. Let's have a look. Does it sweep this? No. Closes through. Does it sweep this? No. One second. Okay. I'm just going to mark the things that we can sweep here. So with that, it's this. And it's this. Oh, should be lower. Then it will be this. Of course, it's sweeping itself here, but there we go. That's one sweep. Swing formed. Now, okay. Wants to go over a beautiful second sweep. Spike up that sweeps. That's the sweep. Swing formed. No LGC down. Okay. 30 has been closed. Let's see. Sweep again. Swing formed. No LGC through. That's an LGC through. Now I want continuation. And that's a short. It's a big stop though. Well, not really. It's all relative. Gonna take it to 2.5. Gonna give it some room here. There we go. Target hit. So let's see what happened. Patience paid off because we said we want a trade within this area, ideally above here. We didn't get it yet. We could still get it. But price trickled up, swept one of the areas we marked within the candle that we want to see a trade. And then we took it to the low. Since then, LGC, R, and then that's been tested as well, this level. That's one trade. I'm going to keep looking for trades within here. So here we get a nice sweep at the EQ, form the swing, we want to go higher. So that's the sweep. I want to see something of this, ideally at the top. Let's see what the 30 does. Okay. Sweep at the top, swing formed, sweep again. Okay, it sweeps and it closes within the level. I'm going to mark this. Okay, I'm taking this. It's the sweep at the high that I just removed, but it's the sweep, swing formed, LGC through, continuation. I'm going to take it to 2.5. And then give it a little bit of room. Target hit. Let's have a look at the 30. So we filled this level. That's where I want to look for trades. Okay, we just swept the level once more, but failed to close through. So I'm just going to wait for direction here. That's a beautiful spike up. Sweep at the EQ. That's the let's see, spike that sweeps, forms the swing. LGC through, I want continuation. Not getting any continuation so far. It's beautiful though, it fills that level. I'm going to take it. It's not textbook entry, also because it's so close to a level that we just already filled and failed to close through. I don't like the sweep, but it's not about our feelings, it's about the rules, and the rules say this is an entry. Otherwise we should just specify our rules more. There we go, that's one loss. Sometimes you gotta listen to the feels, but then collect data on what you feel. So set a rule around it. So for example, this is it sweeps, but then the swing that forms still closes higher. Well, not higher than the sweep, but it still moves up. Then the high of that swing that has been formed gets rated. And basically it forms sort of a lower swing within. And then it fails to respond swiftly. Because that's what you want to see. You want to see it quickly move a certain way. So here we moved up, aggregated on the short term, we aggregated within this little swing. And then this is what you want to see. Spike that sweeps, and the sweep immediately moves back. And then it shoots up and then it continues. All right. Let's see, 30 minutes. We have to keep our eye on the bigger picture, and that is, we had the LGCR here, and this is still the second level. This is all just aggregation within this swing. So don't get caught up too much. So now I'm just going to wait and see for direction. Okay, that's beautiful. Close through here. So I'm going to take it down there. Spike up, that sweeps at the EQ, swing formed. Apparently we want to go higher. Sweeps again, swing formed, higher. Sweep, swing forms, or respects the EQ and closed above the EQ. So I want to see continuation or higher, ideally higher. Let's have a look. Because if you want to trade down, the higher you can take the trade from, the better. If you want to take a trade up, the lower you can take the trade, the better. Because it means it's more charged up. There's more power behind the move. So that's your spike at the high. Okay, we're going to go to that level. Blasting through, close through. Okay, I'm going to stop playing now, because sometimes I get too caught up in what's happening. I should realize that we filled this level. Did we close here? Yeah, we closed here. So eventually we're going to go here. Of course, there's many levels here in between. But for now, I want to keep in mind that all this action, which is how long does it take? Which is just 1 day and 18 hours. That's funny. We're still waiting to go here. So I'm just going to practice my patience, either to go here and take a short down or close here. Or we close through here, which means I'm going to wait till we close here. And then I long it from here to here. There's the spike up. Now I'm actually interested because, yeah, let me look at some shorts. What can be swept here? Wait. This can be swept. There's some liquidity above it. This as well. And then perfectly at that level. and at the high, of course, always the high. I can delete that, that makes sense, just at the second level, and then there as well. So let's see, that doesn't sweep anything. Wow, strong reaction though. I want to see continuation. So that's your swing form, that's your LGC down. Now for the 35, I want to see an LGC even lower. Nope. Spike up, sweeps this at the EQ. Swing formed, LGC down. Failure to continue. I needed a close through here, which we did not get. Let's look at the 30. Let's be aware of this. Sweeping the other level we marked. The reason I didn't take a trade here is because, like I said, I want to see swift reaction. And so you get a spike, it sweeps, it forms a swing, it puts the LGC in to the downside. But then I want it to continue, because then you know momentum has started, we're going to go lower. Now it fucks around. There's no real big moves. You want to see that big move that you're waiting for. So here we spike. We sweep that level, strong reaction to the downside. A failure to continue once more. This was the swing. I didn't get an LGC through there. The 30-minute did respect the EQ. Did it? Yes. Okay, let's... That's beautiful though, also respecting this. I love the EQ, man. Okay, I'm going to take a trade here. I kind of missed entry because this was the, so you had a spike up, that reaction, the swing down, that forms a swing. Then here's the LGC through, and this is the continuation. So I'm going to put it here and then see if it's going to get filled. Because I have no clue. Might not even get filled. Okay, that's our fill. Looks like we want to go higher. Let's Probably going to be a loss because we closed above the EQ on the 30 now. Let's have a look. Okay. Spike, that sweeps. This is a loss. Can take that out. Well, not take it out, but mark it as a loss. Another spike that sweeps, forms a swing. Okay. Oh, that is beautiful. That sweeps and fills the level. Swing formed. LG, nope. That's what I'm taking. Sweep, swing formed, strong LGC down. I want continuation though. That's my rule, which I'm getting there. Which makes for a very big stop loss. Let's have a look at the 30. Okay, let's just see how price will do. Let's look at it on the 30. Okay, another loss. Close through here, so now we're not going to look for shorts anymore. Now I'm waiting to get a close above. Close through. So now we're looking for longs. Now the bias has shifted. Let's see, we want to go here. Okay, we didn't get an entry there because nothing was really swept. No. But at least our directional bias is correct. We said we were going to go higher, which we did. Why the fuck is that all the way over there? And we closed through as well, which tells us this has been filled, so we're going to go here. And then I'm going to keep that marked as well, because that's ideally where we take a trade from. Close below the EQ, expecting it to go lower. Is that a sweep of the low? Nope. That definitely sweeps. closes through. So what we're then going to do, let's retract this for a bit. Then we're going to mark this swing. Going to mark the EQ of that swing up. And then well, first we're going to keep hunting within this candle. Let's look at the 30. So that's a spike, that sweeps, forms a swing, LGC, continuation. Okay, we didn't get a fill because I was in later, but that would have been a good trade. So if this continues to be my downfall, is keep calm, breathe, and give every candle the same amount of attention. And move with intention. Sometimes in backtesting, I move too quickly. But this is a perfect entry. And even though I said, and this is one thing, it's more like on the 4 hour, I say if we close here, I'm not going to look for a trade. But on the 30, if we close through that level, I will still look for a trade if I get an opportunity at the low. Oh, wait. Okay, so removing this because I didn't take it. So now I'm just going to wait and see either to get below here on the 30 or continue higher. Look, now arriving here. Beautiful reaction at the stops at the EQ. forms a swing, sweeps it again, strong reaction to the upside, continuation. I want the level to flip, which we do there. And now we're back up. And this is where we're going to look for trades. If it closes through here, which it does not. What's the time? Oh fuck, I have to go. All right, this is for today. We're going to pick up this tomorrow. Let's see, today was 2.5, 2.5, which is 5 minus 1, 2, 3. So that's 2.5. In 2 days, 2.5% in 2 days, so that's good. All right, peace.